Some bunnies with a bazooka dunk.
Way downtown. Bang! Bang!
Mama, there goes that man.
Welcome to A Tribe Called Swish. This your boy B Moore and J Money now.
Yeah, we're going to try out J Money for a couple weeks.
Brought to you in part by Southern Edge Flavored Vodka, but more on them later. Yo, how you been, fam?
Been good, man. I made a little personal physical appearance change. I shaved my chin here. That was really hard to see for a lot of people, and try to grow out the mustache. So we'll see how that goes for the next few months.
All right, cool. That's what's up. So, yo, we left y'all another week. Our bad. Things happen. We're adults, can't control the uncontrollables. But we're not controlling that. We're going to jump right into it and talk about LeBron James' decision and what he decided to do yesterday with his time. This man is nearly a billionaire, and he decided to waste our time on a Tuesday morning. And I'm going to quote Dragonfly Jones from Twitter. He wasted our time on a Tuesday morning to sell us brown liquor. That is the wildest thing that we have seen. Like, look, the Skip Bayless of the world are always going to say LeBron James love attention, and he's an attention whore and all these things.
Yeah.
But man, these are the times when you look at Skip Bayless and be like, maybe.
You might be onto something. Bro, that pissed me off so much. Like, I get it, right? Like, you want to stay relevant. I feel like he just did it for relevancy. But, like, at the same time, like, he's going to be relevant for years to come. And, yeah, I'm pissed. I wasted 15 minutes on my lunch break to watch that stupid advertisement. I was waiting for this will be my last season, or next year will be his last season, or he's just actually going to play until Bryce comes there or something like that. But no, liquor. Let's talk about liquor. Yeah.
Who is LeBron James going to convince to drink Hennessy? Like, is there anyone in the world that were like, I'm not a Hennessy drinker, but now since LeBron James is, you know what? I think I'm gonna drink some Hennessy. Is there a person on earth that exists? Who is this target market?
Actually, you know what? It works, because if I wasn't stressed about his retirement before, it drove me to drink now. So pissed. He got a lawsuit now because someone bought Lakers tickets because they thought he was going to retire.
Dude, those tickets went up so crazy. Like, the nosebleeds were like 1,000. Like, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. But that shows how kind of irresponsible he is with his power.
Yeah.
It's like you could impact markets. And listen, he's going to have a great cop out. Look, I didn't tell you I was retiring. There was nothing that said I'm going to retire. Right. He's going to have that cop out, but he has to be more responsible. Or at least if it's going to be a fake out, at least don't try to sell us liquor, man. At least give us something. Like, I don't know. I don't care if I don't even know what it could be that would make this okay. Like, I don't know if it was a retro sneaker. I don't know if it's something, but man, a random Tuesday in October, and you decide to sell us Hennessy.
Talk about a second decision. You should have really thought about that second decision long and hard and did something else. I'm making a movie. I would have made it worse, actually. He's a terrible actor.
Yeah, man. LeBron. Listen. Of all the things LeBron's done that could sometimes get annoying, whatever. This one, hey man, this might be a top 5 moment.
I would agree. If anything, LeBron is successful at rage baiting. Okay, that is what I'll tell you. Rage baiting at its finest. I had an ultimate rage bait when I saw a video of him golfing on the course for the first time, and his driver hit the deck before it hit the tee, and that person who was recording was like, "That's a good swing." No, it's not, bro. Your driver, that's probably $800 to maybe $1,200, should not be hitting the deck before you hit the tee. Right. And whoever's teaching him is a liar. Should be fired. Good shot. Good swing.
And look,
Out of here.
it's okay to be honest with LeBron. He's been coached most of his life. So I mean, just say that was that was bad, But oh man,
You need to take
all
lessons
right, man,
from running.
let's move on to NBA preseason news. Not much really to report. The preseason started the week. I actually went to the Hornets OKC game that was here in Charleston. Of course, Shea, the real Jalen Williams, none of them were there. But
Real Jalen Williams.
but LaMelo Ball was there. So was Miles Bridges, and I'm going to tell you, the Hornets are a fun losing team, and I said they are a fun losing team, man. I mean, listen, me and the daughter, we were there, and look, we were entertained. They lost. The Hornets lost by 30, and OKC didn't have any of their big players.
That's crazy.
The real Hornets starting five played the first half, and they still lost by 30. So, but look, I want to tell you, it was exciting. We got some fast breaks. We got a LaMelo crossover step back three. We got some good
a
blocks.
one-legged three.
And I'm telling you, they still lost by 30. Man, it was watching the Hornets play is a fever dream. And you know what? I think this year I'm going to be locked in for it. I am going to be locked into the Hornets because, man, this is going to be some of the most exciting 30-point blowouts that you're going to ever see.
Hey, man. So, here's my opinion on the team. I think they got great players. Colin Knuppel is a really good player. I think something's got to change with that team, man. At some point, the excitement gets lost by losing, right? If I'm going to keep it a buck, I think MJ needs to go. Some new ownership needs to go in there.
MJ's on the team.
That's right. So somebody need to come in there and just kind of switch it up, or tell them LaMelo, can you start playing some team ball, please, or find a coach.
We'll get more into the Hornets in a bit, but I just watching them get blown out by 30. And just
so crazy.
It is so wild to see.
And it's only preseason. That's the crazy thing too.
Exactly. I think part of the reason was the Thunder really ran out their people were trying to make a team. It wasn't none of the other Jalen Williams played, and Caruso wasn't there. None of the people who you would want to see were there. So, but besides that, let's see. Looks like there's some players on the trade block. Our guy Anthony Simons, there's rumors that he could get moved. CJ McCollum, I feel like they've been trying to move CJ McCollum for the last year.
Him being on the Wizards is weird to me. That's so strange.
It is.
So strange. I don't like it.
And Ja, it's preseason, so Ja's hurt already. So he's listed as week to week. So he said he's dedicated himself to his health in the off season, and he's ready to come back and be healthy. But I mean, I don't know.
See.
We'll see.
I'm happy to not hear anything about Ja Morant this offseason with his antics and wannabe gangsters.
Right.
Just buffoonery.
Seriously. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to move into our Southeast Division preview. So, and over the next couple of weeks, or next couple of shows, we're going to preview each division in the NBA, kind of give our opinions on it, and leading up into the season. The season starts in 2 weeks, which is crazy.
So crazy.
This summer flew by, and now we're already back at it. So, so be lots of preseason talk, we'll have a true preseason show and kind of give our who we're going to think is going to win the championship and all that later on. But we want to kind of give the people a little preview to see what teams to watch for. So we're going to start with the Southeast Division, which is probably one of the weaker divisions in the NBA, which is why we're going to start with them.
They're so terrible.
Yeah. So we have the Orlando Magic. Their big move that they made, they brought in Desmond Bane, the guy who looks like he has the ludicrous arms. So they brought him in from Memphis. They gave Paolo an extension. Jamal Moses a coach. They got I think they won one last year against the Celtics in that series. So
one game, yep.
Yeah. So I mean, they're not a bad team, but I don't see them doing much more than that because that Desmond Bain is a good player, but I don't think he's a player to kind of push them over the hump or anything.
I think they'll probably make more trades during the season. Honestly, I think he's a good piece for shooting consistency. Honestly, because last year, honestly, not just last year during the playoffs, Desmond Bain hit some big shots. Like he turned it on. He was a team's leading scorer when they were doing the what is it called, play-in tournament.
Yes.
I think that's a good addition. They don't have a lot of good shooters outside of that. They got a lot of scorers, which is pretty cool, but no perimeter shooting.
Yeah, and one of the Wagner brothers, I think Franz, he's still hurt, so I think he's listed as day to day. So, I mean, they are a team that's up and coming, but they honestly they have I like Paulo, but that team plays a very boring brand of basketball, and it's hard for me to watch. I know we just talked about watching the Loveable lose with the Hornets.
Yeah.
Yes, the Orlando Magic they win games. You okay?
I was trying to scratch my head, and then my hand just went.
It just all fell apart.
Yeah.
It's so. Yes, the Orlando Magic they win games, but man, it is a tough watch.
What do you consider a good brand of team basketball? Because I feel like this is a conversation that you and I always have. So we don't want a team that always shoots threes like the Celtics or the Warriors all the time. So are we talking about swinging the ball consistently? We're getting all their players involved. What are we trying to do?
I think I just need a mix. I need a mix of all of it. I need everything. And the thing is, the Warriors brand of basketball is good to me. Yes, they take a lot of threes, but Steph also penetrates. Draymond is always being weird and stuff and taking bad shots and sometimes driving to the hole. But they move the ball at their best. They have ball movement. At their worst, they do take a lot of threes and they are very careless with the ball. Mm-hmm. So I feel probably the team that I probably when I think about a good, I think the Thunder, which maybe is cliche because they're champions. I think they have a good brand. I think they shoot just enough threes. They move the ball around, and when it's go time, their stars take over. And that's what I listen. At the end of the day, the NBA is a star-driven league, and so when it's go time, I need the stars to take over. Mm-hmm. And nobody in Orlando right now. Paulo is their star, but he's had big games. We haven't seen him have to really take over a game in a big moment, and so that's what I want to see. We've seen Shea do it. We've seen we've seen Trey and the Hawks do it. We've seen Jimmy Butler do it. So that's kind of where the NBA is at its best. When you're like, okay, 5 minutes left. What is the star going to do?
Yeah, I think I slightly disagree with you on Paolo taking over a game because I think Paolo was the guy that was also giving the Celtics a run for the money. I think they took him to game 5. I think it was last year,
something like that. Yeah,
it was, but it was enough. And then but that's also because they also had Cole Anthony that helped take over the game as well and help with his scoring and clutch shooting too. So I understand where you're coming from for the good brand of basketball, but I think the Thunder is a great example for a team that had great team basketball. The Pacers are an excellent team as another example for a good team basketball, for a good mix. I think the Warriors as well, they're getting better with their team basketball. I think because they built it around Steph Curry and they're not really successful when he's not on the court. So I think when they added these other guys like Al Horford, who's also another good addition to, he's also super old as well and they can barely move. He's like the that you play at LA Fitness, but he's another position or another big man that they need to help move the ball as well and draw some attention to. But the Spurs is also another good team for good team basketball as well. So I think the Magic are a great up and coming. I got a lot of high hopes from them. Yeah. I hope they make more trades during the season too, because I think I want to see them go to the finals at some point in the next 3 or 4 years.
Right. So next thing I'll roll with the Hawks. And
trash point guard.
You think Trey is a trash point guard?
Here's how I feel about Trae Young. Okay. The beef with him and Patrick Beverley was hilarious.
Yes, that was good internet. That was good
Dude,
internet.
I literally was not on my. So many things were not on my bingo card this year. Like if I had a bingo card, I failed. I'm not winning anything, bro. It was so random, but I loved it too. Trey Young, I think he's a good 6-man point guard.
Ooh, okay. We
So
definitely
like,
this one.
bro, I'm just saying, as far as consistency goes, like he shoots stupid shots. Like he wants to be Steph so bad, it pisses me off. Like he's a guy that should just go to the paint. Honestly, learn from Shea. He should develop his
That's
game
what
off of
Shea does
Shea.
sometimes. But yeah, go ahead.
But it's just like Shea doesn't shoot 3-pointers like that.
Right.
Trey wants to shoot off the dribble, do a little nutmeg move
Mhm.
and, talk trash. Like the only team that he owns on a consistent basis is the New York Knicks.
Which is weird, but
It's the
yeah.
most random team that you can own. Like you couldn't own anybody else. You could own the Magic. You can own the Celtics, the Bucks. You barely own them. Like so. Trey is not my guy that I would go to for a clutch moment. I think he had his most clutch moments are probably, especially in the playoffs, were probably against the Bucks.
All right. So you're telling me
Yes.
because when you said that I had to make sure my thoughts are right. Put up with stats. You're telling me a man who averages 24 and almost 12 assists, mind you, he led the league in assists last
Mm-hmm.
year,
Mm-hmm.
should come off the bench? No, dog. This man, no,
I
no. Now
can't
listen,
do it with him.
he is not. He's not a
Statistically,
top,
he's nice.
right. He's not a top 10 player. And listen, because the Hawks lose, he gets a lot of garbage stats. So I'm not going to say that all these stats are like in winning time. So I'm not crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, man, he's led the league in assists a few times. So I mean, that's not an accident. I mean, and again, he has limited talent. No, Trey Young is that. Trey Young is probably who we think he is, but not who he think he is. And so, and but yeah, I rock with Trey. This Hawks team is still not good. They
Mm-hmm.
got what's the good Dyson? I think Dyson Daniels.
Yeah.
They got him. He was good. They picked up the carcass of Porzingis from the Celtics in their cash giveaway. So so like they were like this team didn't do a lot in the offseason, but the Hawks is a franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, two teams we're going to talk about in this segment: the Hawks and the Wizards. These are two teams which I cannot understand why the NBA, that's a majority black league, wouldn't break their necks to have great teams in black cities. And
Mm-hmm.
this has always been a weird thing to me because do you know how crazy Atlanta would be if the Hawks were good? Listen, man, if the Falcons go 500, they lose their mind. If the Hawks are good, dog, you gonna have Jermaine Dupri on top of State Farm Arena. We might get another Outkast album. Like this is like this like a good Atlanta Hawks team could possibly bring Outkast back. You let the Hawks, which is not going to happen,
Yeah.
but let's just dream for a minute.
Okay.
If the Hawks somehow got to the NBA Finals, we're getting another Outkast album. I'm just telling you.
Just straight instrumentals
I'm just
too.
telling you. We're going to have Andre 3000 rapping over flutes and Big Boy talking about pimping over flutes, and we're going to love it. And I'm telling you, like I don't understand why the NBA has not figured this out. But the Hawks are perennial middle of the pack to losers, and not really lovable losers because they don't have anybody besides Trey Young that's interesting, and he's doing his best to be interesting. And I don't think him just being him is really interesting. but he is doing like he'll do things to be like, hey guys, look at me, I'm
Yeah,
fun, I'm cool, you know. So I don't know, man. I don't have high hopes for this team.
I think the struggle with these market teams, especially in the in the black areas as well, heavily black areas as well, like your Chicago and your Atlanta and your Washington and things like that, places like that. I don't think they do their best with their market with what they have, but they need a big name player to come to their team. Like Kristaps is on the borderline of wash. Okay,
Yeah.
he's the borderline of wash. Like you really need to have a high caliber player. I think honestly, it's gonna be a stretch. Okay, but hear me out. I think that if you had a Klay Thompson come over to the Hawks, I think you'll draw a lot of attention. Because let's not. Klay Thompson is not washed, and any Klay Thompson slander will not be tolerated on this podcast. Okay, none, absolutely not. First of all, he's also dating Meg Thee Stallion, so like
he is definitely winning off the court,
bro. I mean seriously, he's got 4 rings and a baddie. So like you bring him on to Atlanta, she's Meg Thee Stallion's gonna be like all over the place. All right, so I'm supportive of it. But Klay Thompson, I think we all forget how a phenomenal of a shooter he is. Okay, and the fact of like a lot of players want to play with him, or you could bring another player like let me see, or a Karl Anthony Towns, but they don't have anybody to pull a Karl Anthony Towns over there.
Yeah. Honestly, to make Atlanta pop, they would need to bring in somebody with a personality. They would need to bring in a Ja Morant. They would need to bring in probably a Giannis, who's somebody who could be like. Because the thing is this: if you're going to beat Atlanta, and if Atlanta is good, your best player has to have swag, has to have a person, has to have something, has to have star power, right? People have to want to be with them, right? Want to be like them, want to something. He has to have that style. And while Giannis isn't like a person you want to be like, he's funny. He has star power. People just he's the most likable person in the league. Like if you hate Giannis, look at yourself in the mirror, because I mean he's pretty much hater proof. I mean there's not many people who are hater proof.
Yeah,
as Giannis, So you need somebody like that who can be like, I'm in the city. This is me. Like I just remember like when they won the championship and Giannis went to the local Chick-fil-A and was like it was the most Giannis
chicken nuggets.
Yeah, it was the most Giannis thing to do. And like, yeah, like you want that star in your city,
So they need a personality. They don't need a face of the team, but they need a personality.
Exactly.
But the thing is, are you okay over
there? A little.
I think what the team is missing, I think they also need to change their market, right? Like the perspective. If I'm a player that's looking to make a name for themselves, they also could have drafted a big name rookie too, but they couldn't. So like a Cooper Flag would have been perfect for that market. But you also need to have a player that wanted to be over there. They could have got Ace Bailey for all I care. And that would have brought more attention to them too. So like, but if we're gonna be realistic, who really wants to play in Atlanta?
And see, I think that's the thing I don't understand. Because look, I mean, everyone who has played in Atlanta, they always say they don't mind being in the city. Because the city is fine. It's the organization that's always been, and like Jeff T talks about that. Is like like him and Lou Will has talked about that. Is that they loved being in Atlanta. They did not like the Hawks organization, and they have not gotten that right. Because look, if you're young, I mean, let's be real. If you're young and black and rich, there aren't many better places to be than Atlanta. I mean, there really aren't many. I mean, like you could say New York, you could say LA, cool, but if you are young, rich, and black, I
And then
mean,
Lil Boosie's over there too, if he's not
right?
in
You know,
jail.
so it's like it's not many better. It's not many better places, but
Right.
that's we unfortunately we can't solve Atlanta's problems on this podcast, but
Man.
they're still going to be underachievers, and this division is really bad, man.
They could sponsor us too.
Oh yeah, yeah, Hawks, throw some money. We will be we will be the official Hawks podcast.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was gonna say something that I don't need to say that one. A Hawks podcast is crazy. Or TaylorMade. Shout out to TaylorMade.
Word. All right. So next, the Miami Heat.
I have no hope for them.
We keep expecting Eric Spoelstra to work this magic with this team. Like we keep waiting for him to pull these rabbits out of the air and do all these magic tricks with like a high school varsity team. And it's like, nah, man, they have Bam. Tyler Hero is good. Both Bam is really good. Tyler Hero is good.
Mhm.
Oh, bro, that is it. And
I
that
think
means you got two B plus players, and you think bro, this team is cooked.
listen, I think you made a mistake on their stars. So they have Bam. That's it. Like literally that is it. And I weep for Bam Adebayo, okay? I weep for him because I have to play with a wannabe black person. I am so sick of Tyler Hero. Do you know what he said? Did you see what he posted on his Instagram when he had to have surgery?
No, when
When
he
I
posts,
come back, it's it's raps for everybody. What?
bro,
Nigga, please. Like you
relax.
can't be right. What's that LeBron meme? Like, oh no. Like,
Oh my god. Oh.
dude, Tyler Hero. Okay, if we really look at Tyler Hero, right? He's a good player, right?
Yeah.
He's a good player. But if we really look at him, he's a good buzz cut. What an arm sleeve. From Wisconsin.
Right.
I'm happy we got a guy that reps Wisconsin. I that's cool. Whatever. But like, he shoots the ball very well. But like, he doesn't have much else to him. Can't really play defense. He's not really a ball handler either. And he's not a point guard. He talks. He's a Trae Young, but taller.
Trae Young is much better than this dude.
But I'm saying, I'm not gonna build a team around Tyler Hero.
No,
I'm gonna build a team around Bam. If we do a copy and paste situation, we're looking at Orlando Magic and Miami Heat almost in the same situation, but Orlando has better average players.
And on top of that, he's going to miss the first 2 months of the season because of that surgery. So they have one.
Exactly.
You're right. Back to your original point. You're absolutely right. They have one because he's going to miss the first 2 months. This is a lottery team. I don't even. So look, I'm not even knowing who's the top. Oh, dude from BYU, AJ. What I can't pronounce his last name.
Exactly, a nobody. We don't know him.
He can ball, but he's projected top pick next year. But they better be taking for him because this team is garbage. This team is garbage.
They don't deserve the name. Miami
Heat.
They just deserve the name Miami, a place to be.
I am all right. You know what? We're gonna play a game.
Okay.
I'll pull up the Miami Heat roster.
All right.
And I want you to tell me the names you recognize.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
So you're gonna pull up the faces?
I might have to put a in post. All right, let's see. You know what? These guys still aren't good though. All right, so we got Bam.
Okay.
Obviously, Tyler Hero.
Okay.
Andrew Wiggins.
Oh yeah, he is over there.
But he's an older Andrew Wiggins now.
Yeah, it's not Golden State or Minnesota Wiggins anymore.
Terry Rozier.
Okay.
Norman Powell. Oh, they got Norman Powell. Okay, yeah, I forgot they got him. Norman Powell.
What is he gonna do?
The other Nikola Jovic.
Oh,
Jaime Hat
Jaquez.
Jaquez,
I
yes.
Jaquez.
Jaime
Yeah.
Jaquez Jr.
Yeah.
All right. Now, here's where it gets scary.
Nice.
Kasparas Jakusionis.
Who is that?
Okay. Kalel Weir.
I know who he is. He's good. He's good.
Okay.
I
All
like
right.
him.
Pele Larson.
I don't know who that is.
Davion Mitchell. I think that's Donovan Mitchell's
Yeah.
cousin.
No,
Yeah.
they're not related.
Oh, they're not related? Okay, I thought they were
No,
related.
no,
Okay.
no, no. They just wear 45 out of respect for one another.
Gotcha. Drew Smith.
I don't know who that is.
Vladislav Golden. And I don't know who this other guy is. All right.
You could have cussed at me in Slovenian for all I care for that last name.
Okay, so they've got some names, but none of these names are going to do. I mean, like we recognize Jaime because you know who he is on the court, like because of his hair and everything, right? You know,
Yeah.
Norman Powell is a sixth man, and now he's going to be kind of thrust into starter minutes because they don't have anybody. Terry Rozier is the Terry Rozier that we've seen in Miami is not the player we saw in Boston and not the player we saw in Charlotte. So he got to Miami and forgot how to shoot. He forgot how to handle the ball. He has been terrible in Miami.
He's a rec league player.
Yeah, I mean he's been bad. And poor Andrew Wiggins. I'm sure he likes being in Miami, like the city of Miami. Like he's got to be like, man, I used to play with Steph Curry.
Exactly. And now I'm in Miami.
Yeah.
That used to mean something.
The Lakers were trying to get Andrew Wiggins from Miami the whole summer. They're like, nah. Like, nah. So yeah, it is scary hours for this Miami Heat team. So next we're gonna move to the lovable losers of the Charlotte Hornets. Again, my league pass team. Listen, yo, people. There's gonna be a lot of Charlotte Hornets talk that is gonna be more funny than like analytics because this team is going to be funny. And this team, man, after what I saw the other night, this team is going to be so bad, but so fun to watch. So they have a new coach, Charles Lee. Never heard of him. They're rebuilding again, but this team has got some nice young pieces, and I just don't know what's wrong. Like they got LaMelo, they got Brandon Miller, they've got Miles Bridges. They're really thin up front, but they have talent. Like Brandon Miller is back. Brandon Miller looked good in the preseason game that I saw on Sunday. Like he's moving on the court. Watching him play up front reminds me of how Paul George used to move on the court, and that's kind of how when I go back and thought like when I saw Paul George play last year live and saw how slow he looked in comparison to how spry Brandon Miller. Like I'm like, oh yeah, it made me realize that yes, I was right. Paul George is washed. One. Number two. Number two, Brandon Miller, we need to look out for him because he's got a nice game. And if he can stay healthy, they might just lose by 20 instead of 30 every night. But this team is going to be fun to watch lose, man. I'm telling you. Listen, I am going to text you on a random Wednesday night and say, yo, the Hornets are losing by 50. But you got to see what LaMelo just did.
Dude, bro, so here's how I feel about the Charlotte Hornets team. I think they got Con Canoople, okay?
Yes. And he's good. He's good.
He's nice. I like him.
I don't like him because he went to Duke, but, you know.
Hey, man, I love Duke. I love Kentucky players, too. I don't know what it is, man. They got some dogs over there, bro.
Yeah, they do.
So I think one day somebody is going to snap, and it's going to be a player that's probably a young player that's used to winning all the time and be like, you know what? I'm so sick of this. I'm really like, I played for the Charlotte Hornets. I came to the league to win a championship, and we got LaMelo freaking Ball, Mr. Tatted Up, Yadded Up, Mr. One-Legged Shooter, and we can't win one goddamn game. Can somebody tell me what's going on around here? And if I'm on the Charlotte Hornets and I lose to the Washington Wizards, I'm crashing out, bro. The Wizards make the Pelicans look really good right now.
So let me tell you something. I feel the Hornets have been doomed for this since 2012.
2012.
Let me tell you why. The Hornets had the number 2 pick in that draft. Anthony Davis went number 1. These guys decided that it would be best to take Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
Dude, I haven't heard that name in forever.
The guy who shoots like this.
Yeah.
There was not. Listen, Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Hey, look, shouts out to him. It's not even a diss to him because look, man, you did what you had to do. You got to the league, whatever. There was nothing about his game at Kentucky that would make you think that this guy is number 2 pick. He was a hustle player. He could have been really, if he didn't get drafted so high, he could have been viewed as like a Patrick Beverly, a hustle player who played good defense, who moved his feet. But because he got drafted at number 2, people were like, oh, and he's going to be a star. And he wasn't. And listen, to his defense, there was nothing about his game that said he was going to be a star. They could have had Bradley Beal. They're like, nah. They could have had Dame.
Ooh. He was a risk. I can see Damian Lillard being. He was from Weber State. He was a risk coming into the league.
He was a risk, but he was a shooter. They could have traded down. Maybe not at number 2. They could have traded down.
Yeah.
They could have got Harrison Barnes has been a better pro.
Bro. No.
They could have got Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond coming out of college was a beast down low, and he had a good career. These are guys they could have gotten. They could have traded down and they could have traded down to like the 8-9 picks and probably got another first round the next year.
Was that the same year? Was that the same year they were the Bobcats at the time?
Yes, they were the Bobcats. They were still the Bobcats.
So like they had Al Jefferson over there too, right? And Kimba?
Yep.
Yeah.
And in the second round, they missed on Draymond, Chris Middleton, Chucktown represent. This team, since that draft, I felt has been doomed. Because to me, no front office, and this is the MJ, no front office with common sense would have watched Michael Kidd Gilchrist play and be like, he's a number 2 pick. Now, I know he had, if I remember correctly, he had a lot of hype coming in from high school. Like, he had a lot of hype coming in from high school. But when you watched him in Kentucky and you saw him next to Anthony Davis, those two aren't close.
Night and day. Very night and day.
You didn't see them on the court together and were like, oh yeah, that's number 1 pick, that's number 2 pick. Nobody except the Bobcats thought that those two were close. Nobody. So yes. So they've been doomed since then. And look, they got lucky. They got lucky by getting Melo because the Warriors made a decision that in hindsight was bad. And I understand it was a fit thing. Like, how do you fit Melo with Steph? But kind of make that work because you kind of make that work. Like, I think that was a bad decision. I think that was a bad decision. Go ahead. You disagree?
I strongly disagree.
Okay.
And I think it's the thing that we all forget, right? At the time of LaMelo Ball coming into the league,
yep,
who was the main guy that was causing all of the offseason ruckus in that family?
Who?
LeVar Ball.
Yeah, true.
So listen, I see. I'm glad Golden State didn't draft LaMelo because here's my thing, right?
Okay.
LeVar Ball is probably one of my favorite off the court personalities. He's one of my favorite. He even said recently, yeah, he even said recently, I may have one leg, I can still beat Michael Jordan because now
I
it's
saw
even.
that.
That is the funniest thing ever. Like, how do you not love him? He's like the Black Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan. Like
He's
that
a
is
character. Yeah.
yeah. So but if I'm looking at if I'm an ownership, right? If I'm an owner of the Warriors and I'm trying to draft the next best thing, but also the Warriors are also not really known for off-season antics outside of the Draymond and Jordan Poole BS, right? And so if I draft LaMelo Ball, I don't have the patience to hear LeVar Ball going, he's better than Steph Curry. Why is he partnered with Steph? He need to be running the team. LaMelo is the number one player in the world. Nobody else can't touch him. What do you need to learn from Steph for? It's the antics. But also, I look at LaMelo Ball's style of play. He shoot the ball way too much. And I also think that's why the Hornets aren't as successful right now. And he's got, if you bring a lot of the Hornets players over to Golden State has the ability to make these guys great players.
I agree.
They probably could have won another ring with those template players from Hornets. I think it's a LaMelo Ball situation. That's why they're not as successful.
So, two things. First thing, I have two words: Draymond Green, and I think we've seen what happens when young players got out of line.
See?
So, I'm not saying LaMelo would have got punched in the face like Jordan Poole,
He probably would have.
but I'm not saying he wouldn't get punched in the face like Jordan Poole. so look, I understand why the Hornets went James Wiseman. Like logically, I get it, but there were still a lot of question marks with James Wiseman because he didn't play all that the whole. He didn't play all the season for Memphis. If I remember correctly, there were other things going on, and
He
they
was
needed to
helped.
make right his health. They needed a big man because, as we talked about before, Golden State was for some reason is allergic to big men. You understand, but. And I think they also didn't understand. They couldn't figure out how could they make a Melo, Curry, and Clay was still coming back work, and I think that's what they were worried about. I feel if they knew that when Clay came back, he wasn't going to be the Clay of old. That no matter how, that he was still going to be a good player, but not that player. I think they were really optimistic on his return, on how good he's going to be when he returns. But I really think because LaMelo's biggest issue is he's never been in a winning situation ever. So, well, except his freshman year when he was 14 in that high
Chino
school team,
Hills.
Chino Hills, and he wasn't even the guy then. His brothers were the guys, and it was somebody else who's in the NBA. I can't remember who's in the league. So he's never been in a winning situation. When he was in Australia, when he was in Serbia, Charlotte, obviously. So we don't know what winning LaMelo is because the whole thing that he plays with, like he's playing basketball with headphones in, is true because he's like, "Oh, we've won 15 games so far. What else? What else am I going to do?" I mean, so there's a question of getting back to the Hornets of LaMelo as your star. Can he play winning basketball?
No.
And I think the answer is we don't know. We don't know because he's never had to be in the position where they have to. They're always a losing team. They're out of the play. That one season, 2 years ago, they were actually in the play-in hunt, and then they got washed in the first game. So he's never been in a winning situation. So I know people. I know, and I so can't. So I guess the question is, can LaMelo Ball play winning basketball?
No, he cannot play winning basketball. That is my answer. And I hate to say that because he is such a great player. He's not a once in a generational talent, player. He's a great player. I think that the habits that you build are like when you are in a losing situation, like you tend to, it's hard to break those habits.
Mhm.
Because I think if he went to like the San Antonio Spurs, or he needs a strong coach that can handle the personality and handle like being able to, shift the culture. Like he needs an Ime or someone who
Oh yeah.
understands shooting like Steve Kerr. I think he needs a strong coach, man. Like, or he could go to the Magic. He could really go to Orlando. Like,
That would be fun.
oh my
That would be
God.
fun.
It'd be a movie. Like,
Yeah.
it'd be fantastic. I would become a fan. I would be a bandwagoner for the Magic.
See, me
over there.
too. Me too. Him and Paolo together. Yeah, absolutely.
But the haul that the Hornets would ask for LaMelo, no team can can pay that cost.
Right.
But I think it's unfortunate because I don't want LaMelo to end his career without winning something.
Yeah,
I
just want to see him in. I just want to see him in the playoffs. Just see him like in a situation where the game matters.
Yeah.
Just to see how he can cook, and just that one time, But so we're gonna move on to the other bowl losing team, the Washington Wizards, and this is gonna be short. It's bleak.
Who's even over there?
I think they still got CJ McCollum. They've got Alex Sarr, their number one pick from last year.
And Kispert, right? Yeah,
huh?
Corey Kispert, is that his name?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this team is not. This team is not good. This organization isn't good.
Yo, what's the name of that movie with Keanu Reeves on the football team? The Replacements?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they remind me of. CJ McCollum's is
Alex Sarr. He was the top pick last year. Yep, and Corey Kispert. Yeah. So this team, dude. All right, look. We're gonna play that. Do you recognize this person?
All right.
Alex Sarr.
Yes.
Okay. Bilal Cole Balali.
Yes.
All right. Jordan Poole.
Wait, Jordan Poole's not at the Wizards anymore.
Oh, so you got traded. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Denny Avdija.
Oh yes. Yep. He was really good with Portland. I thought it was with Portland.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Tyus Jones.
Yeah. I think this is the old roster.
Oh, this is. Oh, okay.
Look at the 25, 26 depth chart.
Let's see. Let's see. All right. Oh goodness, it's worse. All right. Bob Carrington.
I have no idea who that is.
CJ McCollum.
Yep.
Chris Middleton.
Oh yeah, he is over there.
Yeah. Tristan Vujicic.
Nope.
Kaishan George.
Oh yeah, he used to be with the Jazz.
All right, Cam Whitmore. I know who Cam is. He was with the Nets, wasn't he?
No, he's with the Rockets.
Rockets. Okay. Trey Johnson.
Nope.
Anthony Gill.
Nope.
Oh, Marvin Bagley's over there. Marvin Bagley.
He's washed.
Yeah. Malachi Branham.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah. So So this team is gonna win 12 games. Book it. Be more. What's today's date?
Today is the 8th. Yeah, Wednesday, October 8th.
October 8th, 2025. Be more predicts the Washington Wizards wins 12 games. What we're gonna do for fun, we're gonna have a Wizards win count every podcast. And I'm telling you, they're not getting more than 12 wins. This team is garbage. This team is trash. Listen, the people, and I want to be clear with this because I know players sometimes, if they ever see this, get sensitive. Players, as a person, you are not trash. You are somebody. Mm-hmm. But the Washington Wizards team, as a collective, is trash.
Oh wait, we should place a bet. Okay. Who is going to get more wins, The Hornets or the Wizards?
Oh man. Oh boy. See, this is the terrible thing with the Wizards. The Wizards aren't even fun losers. They are bad losers. That's you. If you're gonna be a loser, man, lose and be fun. Just be fun with your losing.
He
Like
said,
that's
add some class.
yes. Have some respect for yourself. Yo, this team is so trash. And, bro,
No decorum, but they lose. They just
God, this team is awful. Oh my gosh. And they have the nerve to have injuries. Bro. Yo, you can't be trash and hurt. No, man. Pick a struggle. No. You cannot be trash and be hurt. Oh man.
Yo, he said you trash and hurt is
Oh my
crazy
gosh,
duo.
man. Oh Lord. Yo. Okay, I just clicked on one of their guys.
Oh,
Tristan Vucevic. Yo, man, he's gonna be their starting power forward probably.
That is tough.
This dude averaged last year 9.4 points a game, 3.7 rebounds. Ugh, trash. Listen, could I beat Tristan in a one-on-one game? Hell no. But I know that he can't beat another NBA player in a one-on-one game either. So we're in the same boat. Trash. Hey man, look, I will put a little bit of respect on the Wizards team because again, Chris Middleton is on it and he's from Charleston, so I'm always rooting for the home team. Man, free Chris Middleton, get him out of there because I want to be really disrespectful to this team because they are trash.
Listen, bro, Chris Middleton is close to being washed too.
Oh, he's definitely washed. There is no if or close. Chris Middleton is washed.
He hasn't been good in 4 to 5 years anymore.
Bro, he hasn't been good since that championship run when he took over the finals.
He said, "I'm one and done, and I'm out."
That was it. And he's been hurt, and then he got back to healthy, and when he got healthy again, he was trash. So
he said, "That boy is cooked."
He is cooked.
Get him out of there.
Yeah. All right. So enough about them. All right, you had this thing, and I'm gonna let you cook for a minute. You said, "Yeah, is sports a joke now?"
Listen, man,
break this down for me.
I gotta do my best not to swear, okay? Because there's so many things that I want to say that just ain't godly, you know. I love sports. You love sports. People who have played, especially people who have played sports growing up, there was a code of team unity, discipline, accountability, all that stuff, right? Why in the world are you letting high schoolers and college players wear freaking jewelry on the court? Or wear, if you're in a football game, why are you wearing an Apple Watch, bro?
That is wild.
What are you doing? That should be a code. That's violation to the sport. What are you doing? Like, mic'd up in high school? Or not even that. These little league games where, how old is Mila? 10?
Yeah. 9. She'll be 10 next month.
Bro, why am I listening to a 10-year-old mic'd up talking trash like he's 25 years old? I watched a clip the other day. And I feel like this kid was just repeating things that he heard on Instagram. And by God, I don't want to see another child Instagram anymore. If you have a child Instagram and you're 10, maybe 12, you deserve to be locked up. I'm reporting your account and I'm saying you're too young. Because what the actual, you know? Right. So, like, we need to bring back respect for the game. Because this right now is a joke. It's a money-grabbing joke. We're bringing too much publicity to these young kids. Like, it's scary and it's predatory, okay? I don't want to hear another 10-year-old cornerback on the court or on the field talking about get that out of here. Get that out of here. Bro, what?
Yo, it is, and I think we might have touched on this before, but it is. I feel youth sports are just the place where all wannabe athletes with shattered dreams go
Live
to
through their kids.
protect other children because I don't. It's so hard. I mean, you have to blame the adults because the kids don't. Kids don't learn this by themselves. So I blame the adults.
I blame everybody.
I mean, the fact that there is a ranking in basketball for the best seventh grader. These kids haven't even had a growth spurt yet. What do you mean the best seventh grader? What does that even mean?
They need to worry about being in health class. Like, what are you?
What does that mean? The best. You have kids playing travel ball, having to go to school during the week. Then, let's say they live in, South Carolina, having to go to Atlanta, which is a 5-hour drive on the weekend and play whatever sport all weekend. Their parents drive back and they're back at school, and they're not getting paid for this. And then you have there is because I want to make sure I'm protecting the people because don't want to get sued.
Yeah.
There is a family that we know whose child plays a sport, and this child, who is Mila's age, is quote unquote nationally ranked, and they pulled this child from school to homeschool them. So this child can participate in more tournaments. So they decided to homeschool this child.
Lock them up.
This makes no sense.
I can't. I can't for the life of me support this. That I will never do anything like that with my child. Here's the thing, man. And I know we got to wrap up soon. Kids need to have normal kid lives.
Yep.
Have a friend group. I would understand pushing sports for your child if your kid literally can't do anything else. Mm-hmm. Like if they're like, I understand if you want to put them in sports because they're just socially awkward or they're at home too much. They play video games all day. Also, don't knock on playing video games all day. I think it's real nice. We'll get to that to a different podcast. But literally, like, nationally ranking a child, bro, is crazy. We are letting social media get way too involved in our lives. Like,
absolutely.
This is absolutely, and I gotta say it is predatory because this is too much, bro. This is I would say wait till high school. High school is like the longest you should wait to record anybody because you're trying to get yourself out there. I get that part, but
parents are going into debt trying to pay for the. Listen, like we looked at Mila for travel teams, and I'm just like, bruh, like they're not cheap. And we told her give us some time, and then man, you're really serious about it, sure. But it's a time commitment, it's a financial commitment. I understand on one hand you're doing what you feel is right for your child. I get that, but there aren't that many prodigies. That's why there's a term for the special kids named prodigy. Everyone's not a prodigy. Everyone doesn't need that type of dedicated time to their craft. You're not raising Kobe. You're just
not raising LeBron. Yeah.
You're just raising Jeffrey. That's it. And look, there's nothing wrong with Jeffrey. Jeffrey makes good grades. Jeffrey probably has good friends. Jeffrey probably just wants to be a kid, but you're dragging this kid every single weekend. And also, man, I know, we're gonna cut this off. Yeah. Stop specializing these kids so early, man.
Bro,
your kid should not be playing one sport 24 all year. Mm-hmm. That's why there's injuries. That's why these careers are getting cut short. Like I will always say, Steven Strasburg is the cautionary tale because he played too much baseball at such an early age, and he blew out his arm. And yes, he got lucky. He got that one World Series ring with the Nats, and after that, he was done. He was cooked. I think he might have played 7 seasons. He was a prodigy, and he blew out his arm.
Hey,
and so we got like 7 seasons of him.
I'm gonna say this one thing, and then I'm done. We gotta start changing the narrative. Instead of trying to be the person that gets the check, be the person that gets to write the check, bro. Like,
Yeah.
switch that mindset. Like, we gotta. It's no longer. A lot of people enter their careers early too because they want to preserve their brain. Like, a lot of people wish they stayed in school so they could write the check.
Right.
And like, instead of trying to be the person that's getting the check, bro. Like, in this, be the owner. Go to school to be an owner. Go to school to be a manager. All this other stuff. Like, I don't. I'm not trying to be like, oh yeah, I wish I could play sports again, stuff like that again, or be a professional player. Nah, man, I want to be this guy that writes the check.
Exactly.
Oh, you want 20 mil? Let's talk about it.
Yep.
I'll give you 20 mil.
So before we wrap this up, just to clean this up, he actually played 12 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But baseball has a shit ton of games.
Oh yeah, and money.
Right. This man only played 247 games in 12 seasons.
That's not a lot at all.
No. In 12 seasons, 247 games.
That's crazy.
It.
That's crazy.
He was a prodigy. So, all right. So, yeah. So, anyway, we're going to wrap this up. That is crazy, right?
Oh, my God. He played 2 years worth of games.
So, all right. So, with that said, look, this was fun. I think this is a really good one. So, again, A Tribe Called Swish brought to you by Southern Edge Flavored Vodka. This is B Moore, Ask J Moore, J Money. Still working on it, workshopping it. But, this has been fun. We'll catch you on the next go round. Peace.